Excuse the noise. I have children here and then I live above a daycare, which coincides with what I'm going to speak on today. Some people are going to be mad on what I'm about to say. So, when someone told me that the reason why Roe versus Wade is going to be overturned to preserve YT people, and I'm thinking to myself, another conspiracy theory. But then Trump and another woman was at a rally. I don't care to know her name. I saw the video, and then once I saw the lady and then the comments, because usually before I click on a video, I try to read the comments just to get an idea. Unless it's something that's like educational, then I'll look at the video. But usually there's just stuff that's not educational, just for entertainment. So I'll read the comments and then I could get an idea. And then when they overturned Roe versus Wade, I was like, oh, maybe I need to figure out what brought about this overturning, because something that was put in place for 50 years and have to be overturned, there has to be a reason. And then I'm sitting here thinking maybe it could be, people are having like a religious awakening. People are starting to realize that God exists and had nothing to do with that, although the Bible was used. But no, especially dealing with politics, the majority of them are corrupted. They try to use God, but they don't live godly. So then I realized yesterday during the Pride celebration, I'm seeing these people that are gay, lesbian, queer, trans. I'm like, to be all fair, although that bill for them to marry is not even 10 years old yet, but I'm hoping that they tackle that bill. Because if we want to be fair and say that abortion is unconstitutional, well, then so is people being with same gender is. Because to be all fair, if we want to put the Bible in it, we know what's sin, and we know what is morally right and what's not. Now, again, I am not going against those that are in same-sex relationships or that are trans. I have nothing against them. Again, that's not my business. But one thing about me, I like fairness. So if we're going to be fair and we want to preserve the population or a certain group of restricting them from having abortion, then you need to tackle that same marriage bill. Because to be honest, two same genders cannot produce a child. Now they can adopt, they can probably pay for insemination, but even with that comes with consequences. Because I didn't know, and this is from the adoption community, that with artificial insemination, sometimes children will wonder where they came from, and that's not good either. And then I didn't know that you have men over here that's just carelessly producing children with their sperm, because they get paid for that. And up until now, before they push that law, because now certain states want the fathers of them men that sell their sperm, because that's what you're doing, you're selling your sperm, to want to be named, which makes sense. Because to be honest with you, it takes a man and a woman to create a child, and a child should know where they came from, who helped in their creation. Now, to some children, they don't care, but to be honest with you, there's some that it feels awkward to know that, oh, mother or partner went to a sperm bank and that's how I was created. Because I know someone personally that did that route to become a mom. As the child's growing older, he has questions. Somebody has to fill in those blanks. So I just feel, though that same sex marriage law unfortunately needs to come down too, because you have to be fair. And what's going to happen is they are going to tackle that, because people are going to go outside and protest, or somebody's going to go to Congress and make that known that they should touch that bill too. Because if we want to bring the Bible in this too, yeah, we need to be fair. So there's certain things that are a sin that you all made equality and decided to make into a law just so that people will be happy and there's inclusion. No, that bill needs to come down too. So if you want to restrict abortion or stop abortion, then we're going to stop same-sex marriage. Yeah, we're going to be fair. And what's going to happen is now you're going to make it harder for those same-sex gender, because now they're going to get backlash for something that they didn't. Well, in order for something to become a law, there has to have been protesters or petitions signed. So they did have something to do with that law being put into place, same-sex marriage. But again, people are going to feel some type of way. And it's human nature, because my thing is, if you're going to tell a group that something that's been in 50 years before same-sex marriage and then take it down, then we're going to be fair and take down other things that didn't really need to be a part of the Constitution anyway. Granted, I understand that people choose who they want to be, who they want to love. That's fine. But again, when you want to bring the Bible into play, you have to be fair. Now, I know this is America we live in and ain't nothing really fair, but yeah, to avoid problems and clashing, I suggest that after this Roe versus Wade situation gets enforced, that they come after the same-sex marriage bill. So that's my take on it and whatnot. Feel free to comment. Like I said, I know this is a very touchy topic I'm speaking of, but it's only fair because I'm not understanding why one constitution sticks and another one gets to stay. That should not be how that works. And then to top it off, it's like the people that helped enforce that bill, one, I believe, an African American, was on trial for sexual harassment in the late 80s, early 90s. But hey, to each his own. But that just goes to show you how corrupt our judicial system is, along with the members of Congress. That just goes to show you. And then you have one of them, which was a lady that adopted children, which is fine. But let me tell you something. Again, adoption comes from trauma and a loss. And again, I highly doubt that those women that would carry that pregnancy is going to want to. Mind you, you're asking a woman that doesn't want to be pregnant and then carry a pregnancy and then have to surrender her parental rights to another parent. I highly doubt that's going to go well. But that's going to be another video, because a lot of people feel that there's other solutions for abortion. But yeah, we'll see how that goes, because what's going to happen is we're going to have women that's going to die and also abandon children. So it looks like foster care agencies will be making money. I don't think adoption agencies, but again, I don't want to go off on a tangent, but I'm going to leave it right there.